to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Like 20!
Something apparently not feeling right to Garoppolo, so he'll step. Back and take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180!
Check 53. Let's go, Pete. Gonna be a long day.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, yo, go down. Motion.
Now a give, right side. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. He's got a man. It's Williams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 8-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Kill. 22 jet bomber.
Hey, yo, go down. Right side.
Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 29, Garoppolo. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Blue dog's working. Blue dog's working. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they... And a pressure gets to him again. Well, the Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
I got you.
Watch the curls. Watch the curls. 56.
Hey, gun.
Check 56.
6. I got you.
56. I don't think you got it, son.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That's the way you make the spin. That's the way you make the spin, baby.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. 180!
Here we go.
21. Here we go.
56 to Mark, boy. 58.
Hey! Wahoo!
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
On the line!
Check tight. Check
Tarzan! 15! Tarzan!
On first down, it's Grant. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
That's a game of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
General, West, Curly. Check safety.
Jello!
Check 3, check right.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Watch out.
Attack!
H3-2-18. Chopper. Check. Crunch.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Switch. 25. Check 25. You go tight. 66.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
White. Get out.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They will run with Grant. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check the backer, check the backer.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, me. 160, weak. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. There you go.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
12, 21. Check 58, echo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half.
Here we go.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Three down.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Under 10.
Hey, Sunday.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Grant. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Got a man. It's Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
61. Matchbox, right. Check. 45.
Mahomes now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check. Grace don't travel.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1.
15.
Hey, we are
15.
They go back to Grant.
He's crashing.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
11, 61, matchbox, lights.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Stills the intended target.
56.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the third option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Undercrush, undercrush. Switch.
42. Broncos nothing.
Let's go, baby.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Exit.
15. Easy.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 24.
Hey, ribble it.
Check 6 guys. 80 weapons.
On 1st down, Grant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
45 is the mic. Quick.
Yellow.
Recon, 132 fight. Watch the twist.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Protein spill.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler, DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Chopper.
Mahomes going to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking that time for Stills, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another run by Lindsey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He don't know no better. Check.
Neil, check the hot read. Go. Zoom.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
It's just me and you.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Alert 3. Hey, alert 3.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He gets it to Brown, complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
First and goal at the 7.
Here we go, D.
Hey, 57.
Here I come again.
Mahomes going to throw it here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as a nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On third down, it's Lenzy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 43, 15.
This is Grant. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 29-yard.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Chiefs, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sport.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, what a point to guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back, my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you